I would like to say welcome to Giulia Mancuso, bronze medal today from the United States of America. Giulia is the first woman to win all 3 medals, gold, silver and bronze, in alpine skiing at the Olympic Winter Games. Welcome, Giulia. We have asked to Nicole and we asked also to you to make a statement about your competition today before opening the floor to questions.
Yeah, it was a really exciting day. Finishing the downhill in first position was definitely a start towards a medal, and being able to finish the slalom, I mean, I know that these girls are all skiing slalom as an event that they can get a medal in as well, so it's tough to be up against that. I haven't raced a full-length run of slalom since last year in Maribel, where Nikki did really good, so that was definitely on my mind when I kicked out of the start gate. And I think it's a really tough slalom hill. You just don't feel good, and I'm sure that nobody felt great, but I didn't know that. So crossing the finish line was a really great surprise, and I felt pretty happy and amazing that I could still get a medal.
Giulia, one question for you. My name is Uroš Gata, I'm a journalist from Slovenia. That bad start of the season for you, was it meant to be like this? That you get better during the season, or it just happened like this, that you started pretty bad?
I mean, for sure I didn't mean to have bad races. That wasn't part of the plan, but it's always been a part of my plan since Vancouver to look at these Olympics and try to win gold. And I mean, for sure, Super Combined wasn't one of the events that I was thinking gold. Or, I mean, I thought a medal was kind of a long shot too, but it's also something I know that anything can happen at the Olympics, and you just have to go out there and do your best. And I was able to get over the slow start to the season and kind of fix what had been going wrong, and it was mostly just surprise. I think because I put so much energy and effort on these Olympics, that I was kind of taking it too hard on myself when I had bad races and trying to figure things out, and kind of not letting my focus be just on the skiing. It was kind of all over the place, whether it was equipment or just focusing on something different. And I was able to just pull it together after I went home for a break at Christmas time. And yeah, I mean, it's always been my plan to do well here, and especially with a bad start, it really means nothing matters but the Olympics. And the Olympics is really my redemption and the moment that I can make my season better.
James Ellingworth from Rio University. Question for Giulia. After that downhill run today, does that increase the pressure on you for downhill here in Sochi? And do you consider yourself one of the favourites?
I mean, I think there's always pressure in every race. You just pressure to do your best, and I think that having that good run just means that I have more confidence going into the downhill, and I'm definitely going to go out there and try to win and try to have a great run like I did today.
Yeah, of course. The expectations were really high for today. I was one of the top favorites, or actually the top favorite. And yeah, especially then, it's not so easy to do the things right. And I was having some problems on the downhill already the last days of training. And also this morning it was much better, but still not really good. So I saw the slalom hill, and I thought, okay, this is going to be a big challenge in the second run, because it was really steep, and because of the warm temperature, it looked like the snow could be a problem. But I must say it held up pretty good. It was a little bit rough and bumpy, but for the warm weather it was still good. But I still didn't have a great feeling when I was skiing down. And so when I came down and there was the green light, I was pretty sure that it could be a medal, and so I was really happy. But then when I realized that it could be enough for gold, it was just amazing.
Hello Maria, congratulations. With 3 gold medals now, do you consider you one of the greatest skiers in the history?
Oh, I don't think so much about statistics and rankings. Of course, if this happens, it's a great feeling, but still, when I win a medal like today, I just focused about this medal on this day, and after that, if somebody like you says something like this, then it's great, of course, but it's not my big motivation. My big motivation is to do my best every single day and make the best out of my possibilities.
Maria, can you tell us how on earth you managed to be such an all-round talent? You are what is an all-rounder, really, but how do you manage to train so many different disciplines and be so good at so many of them?
Yeah, of course it's not easy, and that's why there are sometimes races working not so well when I have less slalom training compared to the girls who are just doing tech events. They have, like, especially, or for example in January we had that Bormio race in slalom, and then except of the slalom in Flachau, it was 3 weeks just speed races. And of course for the technical skiers it's great, they can test their equipment, they can train slalom, they can make their days off, and I was on the downhill skis almost every day. And then Kranjska was not a good race for me with difficult conditions, but this is the big challenge in skiing, being an all-round skier, to manage it, switching between the disciplines, getting enough training for every event, and also getting enough regeneration. And this season it worked pretty good so far, not all the time, but 90%.